All right, knees over toes guy, week 2, let's go. Wow, yeah, 2 weeks in, surprised I've made it this far. I think the first observation that I have is I love the fact that it's skill-based. It's really focusing on form. That really has given me kind of a cerebral mindset of around muscle, activation and things like that, especially as I struggle with really putting a lot of trust in the fact that I can lift heavier and heavier weights. Progressing isn't necessarily what this is all about. It's about developing skills. I like the nature of that, and that to me is what makes it kind of addictive, because you want to get better and start seeing the progress. So I'm really looking forward to that progression here going into week 3. The other observations have been predominantly I've continued to communicate with the coaches. Again, I think you have to have reasonable expectations around what's going to come back. So asking really succinct questions will get, succinct responses. And I really haven't gotten responses that really break things down. So it's still kind of reliant on you doing a lot of the research, watching a lot of the extra videos, and really curating your own program alongside. So I'm doing the dense program, but in certain areas where I'm weak, I have to do the research to go check out, maybe what's in knee 0 to work on, my Jefferson curl, for example. That was one of the things I learned this week that I'm going to need to continue to do. One other piece of news is that I got a slant board this week. I got the Nordic strap so that you can use the end of a bench and strap down your feet. And so both of those devices are really an investment into being committed to this. But I do think that no matter what, I'll use those items in the future, because I do like these exercises, and I do think that the utility of a slant board has kind of blown me away. I never knew how my ankle mobility, if you don't test it, you just don't know. And so it's something that I never really put a ton of thought into. And so I'm really excited to kind of see where I can go in regards to my overall flexibility as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at, some form comparisons. And again, this is, myself, a 9 to 6er that sits a lot. And luckily I do have a standing desk, but I'm just your average Joe that plays rec league sports. So here we have the step downs. The slant board on the right was way harder than week 1, so it was different. Good mornings. On the right, I'm doing double the weight, so I'm doing 30 pounds there on the right, and ended up kind of tweaking my back. So should have potentially done the 15s on each. Slant calf raise. My back on the right side in week 2 I wasn't too happy about, and neither on week 1, but having a slant board was a lot easier. Dense couch. Notice the big difference between week 1 and week 2 there, being on the right. Notice just how much easier. And then the big difference between week 1 and week 2 on the ATG squat is the back leg is much straighter in both of my squats. It's hard to visually see it there, but it was straighter for most of the sets. VMO squat, as you can kind of see here, very similar, but I'm adding weight on the right side week 2. And I was proud of how inclined my feet were on the right as well. And then the Nordic, can't really tell a difference, but this is just such a unique workout within the program. I think you are obligated to show it. And newsflash, I still suck at it. I really appreciate the journey. Making these videos has been absolutely hilarious and fun, and I just have really appreciated the commentary thus far. So yeah, if you like what you see, obviously hit the like. If not, hit the dislike. And if you want to, join the club, I guess, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But it really all doesn't matter. What matters is that you get out there and you do it, because it is a commitment for sure. And I'm just excited to continue this journey. So let's see how far I can go.